runaway slave, Whipped Peter, exposes his severely whipped back. Gordon, also known as Whipped Peter, was a black slave. Oh, it goes something like, you get the gist, we're gonna make a list from biggest to small.
Feedback. What up, YouTube? Say something. Say something to me. Let me know something. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Damn, 162 subscribers, man. Gotta say, man. I remember when I had like 50 subscribers. 162, man. Can't go wrong with that. Doing something right. Doing something right. Right. Hello, my name is Alex Varas. I have applied to your guys' company and I'm very interested. If you could just please give me a call back at 661 612 5599. Um, I do have forklift experience on a stand up and a sit down and also with the pacer. So that's the type of work I know how to do. I would love to set up an interview with you guys so that way you guys can get to know me a little bit more. Thank you for you guys' time. I hope to hear from you guys soon. Bye bye. What the fuck? Come on, boy. Okay. Woo! All right, it's fucking watching YouTube, I guess. The fuck is happening on CNN?
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief. Minimum payments could literally keep you in debt for decades. $10,000.
Just in, from Joe Biden to Donald Trump. Fox News just released the text of the handwritten letter the 46th president of the United States left in the Oval Office for the 47th. Here it is. Dear President Trump, as I take leave of this sacred office, I wish you and your family all the best in the next 4 years. The American people and people around the world look to this House for steadiness in the inevitable storms of history, and my prayer is that the coming years will be a time of prosperity, peace, and grace for our nation. May God bless you and guide you as he has blessed and guided our beloved country since our founding. David?
Well, we knew we were going to get the content of this letter soon because Monday night in the Oval Office, he found the envelope in the desk, held it up, and it was addressed to 47. And he said, I want to read it first, but I'll then maybe share it with you. Listen, this is classic Joe Biden. This is a Joe Biden who was writing this letter not for Donald Trump, but for history, and doing, as he did with the inauguration festivities, a commitment to tradition and the institution. That is what this letter is all throughout. He's not working out grievances here. We all know how he feels about Donald Trump. He hasn't been shy about that. That's not present here. And you'll recall that Biden, when he got his letter from Trump after defeating him 4 years ago, and Trump robbing him of all the smooth transition traditions, he still said that the letter Trump left him was, quote, very generous.
Elena?
Yeah, I mean, Donald Trump described the letter as inspirational. I totally agree with you, David. I think this letter is more about, part of Biden's legacy, the last thing that he's leaving the White House with. Not necessarily surprising, but again, I mean, I don't have much more to add than David. I think that it's very clear what Joe Biden feels about Donald Trump, but I wasn't expecting that to be seen in this letter.
And I think it's in the face of people close to Biden who wanted maybe to see him receive Trump more negatively, or kind of give back what Trump gave him in 2021. And this is very clearly that Joe Biden was not going to do that. He wanted to leave Washington, at least in some ways, better than what he found it, and leave the traditional classic Joe Biden that I am an institutionalist and that I think about the nation and what is good for the nation more than I think for himself. I think maybe if he did a little bit more of that during the campaign, things would have been different. But certainly it's how he wanted to leave.
Absolutely. It's about the presidency and not the current holder of the presidency. But there is a little bit of a, please listen to me in here. The reminder that the American people and the people around the world look to this House for steadiness in the inevitable storms of history.
Yeah, and my prayer is you get that. So yes, but done in a very classy, dignified, straightforward, not personal way. To David's point, both in public and in private, we know what Joe Biden thinks about Donald Trump, and in public and private, we know what Donald Trump thinks about Joe Biden. This is a way. This is his last act as president. It's also his first act as a former president. I think one of the interesting questions is. We've seen in the first 2 days of the Trump presidency a very active president. We didn't see that for 4 years with Joe Biden. Part of that was his decline. Part of that was his personal style. What will he be like?
Part of it was COVID.
Part of it was COVID. What will he be like as a former president? Tradition is, look at George W. Bush, you bite your tongue when you want to say, even about a president in your own, allegedly in your own party, when it comes to George Bush and Donald Trump. Joe Biden has said he's not going to go away. That he's not going to disappear. I'm somewhat skeptical about how often we will see Joe Biden, but when we do see him, does he get involved in the debates of the day, or does he leave it alone? The letter suggests I'm going to try to be a traditional former president. Time will tell.
But I think many of his fellow Democrats would like him to go away.
But he said in several interviews that he's not going away.
We'll see.
Boring. Special force and target. Sheesh. Shit's getting wild out there. Disney school shooting? God damn. That happened 29 minutes ago? God damn. One student killed shooter.
What's the coolest job in the world? Mine. Because it's the one I really wanted. And I trained for it.
Let's continue on with our biggest story, which is a shooting in a high school in Nashville. Police stepping up for that update. Let's watch.
There will be a subsequent news conference at the same spot very soon with Chief John Drake and others. At 11:11 this morning, the Emergency Communications Center received a active shooter call, shots being fired call from Antioch High School. From the investigation to this point, we know that at 11:09 a.m., a person who has been identified as a 17-year-old, armed with a pistol, fired multiple shots in the cafeteria of the school. The individual wounded 2 other students, one of them fatally, before shooting and killing himself. There is no danger at the school. The police department's SWAT team has cleared the building. We have identified the shooter, again, as I said, a 17-year-old, and the investigation is advancing now. One of the persons that the 17-year-old shot, a female, was transported to Vanderbilt University Medical Center and is deceased. A second individual wounded, also a female, has what is being described as a graze wound to the arm, and she is in stable condition at Vanderbilt. This investigation is being led now by the police department's homicide unit, and there is quite a bit of work to be done. That's all I have at this moment. I have no names to give you.
Go fuck yourself. Sheesh. Just watch some funny shit.
With Fargo, your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can pick up the tab even when you forget your wallet. I got this.
Fargo, send cash $145 to Sal.
Smooth. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
If you've been injured in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead. That's what I did, and it's how I got this $100,000 check in less than 30 seconds. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, if you've been injured in a car accident, I'm about to turn your world upside down. So I was in a car accident a few months ago. My car was totaled, and I ended up injuring my arm. I was in a bad situation. I missed work, and to make things worse, the small check the insurance offered me wasn't enough to buy a replacement car in this market. Luckily, I was scrolling on my phone late at night.
Man, I'll let you. I would let you. Yeah. Wait, he's trying to kiss me? Yeah, I am. Come here. Hey, can you hold this for like 1 second? Yes, sir. Good. What the hell? All right, guys, I'm currently in Tennessee, and I just so happened like there's a big football game. So, I mean, I thought it'd be the only good thing to do just to hop in, pull up, pick sides. I don't know, just troll. So it's Alabama versus Tennessee. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I already picked my side. Yeah, I'm a cousin fucker. I want all the beef! I want all the beef! All of you guys look like Cheetos!
Oh, yeah,
like
like
Cheetos!
Cheetos.
Cheeto puff you are! You missed! You missed! Woo! Woo! You missed! Missed with that Adolf Hitler mustache! He was trying to shoulder block me and he missed. You see that? He like went to step in, hit him with the spin move. Shit! I hit B on his ass. Hey, I'm a cousin fucker.
Nice, dude.
You too?
You fit right in.
Thank you. Hey.
You fit right in.
You Tennessee fans all smell like shit. Let's make a truce. Do we kiss now? All right. Hey, my team's gonna win. Are you a top or bottom?
Your mother. You selling 2 tickets?
Yeah, I am. But now after that talking shit, I'm gonna upcharge.
How much?
500 each.
Let's go.
All right, bet. And I have to grab a titty.
Let me see the tickets.
All right, let me see the titty.
Let me see the tickets.
I asked you second. Let me see the titty.
I asked you first.
No tickets, no titty.
No titty, no tickets.
I mean, touche. I think I'm gonna show you my titty.
I don't want to see your titty. That's disgusting.
Dude, what's wrong? Okay, hey, no more. Hey, I'm not sending you my tickets no more. No more. Sorry, bro. You made me feel some kind of way.
Hey, I'm happy I ran into you today. I was out last night telling everybody that my name was Fred Beyer because they were all coming up.
No way. You're a Jimmy Rowe wannabe. Who? Jimmy Rowe wannabe. You're fun, bro. Come on. High five, high five. Woo! How do you guys feel you guys are about to lose?
You got tickets.
Why do you guys want tickets to see your team get shit on? Like, why do you guys want to see that, for real? Go to the bar, like, watch on the TV.
I want tickets because I want to grab that goalpost.
I want to grab your balls.
Oh, my God.
Bro, like,
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
bro, like, no, like the football, bro. Like, I want to grab. No, I want to grab the football. Oh, my God, dude.
You must be from Vanderbilt.
Would you beat off to incest?
No.
You're actually disgusting.
But y'all, it's illegal to fix your cousin. Where you from?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm repping this. We have to spread incesting.
Me too.
I want to fuck you. All right, you bust my face, I'll bust on yours. All right, bet, deal. Hey, what does that mean? Can I see it?
Hey, got a ticket.
All right, so it's currently fourth quarter. It looks like Alabama's actually going to lose this game. That being the case, we're camping outside the stadium. We're going to be some big sore losers. What are you thinking, bro? What's the meta right now?
Bama could pull through right here, and then we're going to have a nice little wave of pissed off Tennessee fans.
All right, but like if we lose, which is looking like we are,
Hey,
be safe. You look like shit. You look like shit. You look.
See this?
Capacitor cores check is okay. Fusion cores are primed for ascent. Copy that.
We're starting to see President Donald Trump's immigration policies go into effect. Officials tell CNN that the U.S. military is sending thousands of additional troops to the southern U.S. border. This comes just 2 days after President Trump ordered the military to step up its presence there. About 2,200 active duty forces are already at the border as part of Joint Task Force North. They're mostly performing support roles for Customs and Border Patrol. Officials say the new arrivals will be doing much of the same, as they're not authorized to perform any sort of law enforcement role. Let's bring in Natasha Bertrand, who's at the Pentagon for us. So Natasha, what more do we know at this point?
Yeah, Zane, so we know at this point that the U.S. military is ordering thousands of additional active duty troops to the border to augment Customs and Border Patrol activities and mission operations down there. But they're not going to be engaged in any kind of law enforcement role, because that is actually banned by a law, by a centuries-old law called Posse Comitatus, which prevents the U.S. military from being used domestically for law enforcement purposes. So they're primarily going to be, doing things like data entry, transportation of migrants around different facilities, intelligence support, as well as some additional support in air operations. But they're not going to be engaging extensively in the day-to-day with migrants. But still, this is significant because it does make good on President Trump's promise just earlier this week that he is going to augment the presence of the U.S. military at the border. Now, as you said, there are roughly 2,200 active duty troops already at the border, and they're supported by Texas National Guard contingent there. And so what this is going to do is essentially lay the groundwork, we're told, for an even bigger military footprint to be sent in the coming weeks.
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief. Getting started is easy, and the process has already helped over 500,000 people and counting.
I called immediately. Congratulations, you qualify to be a part of the National Debt Relief Program. I cried. I'm debt-free. Wow, I can't thank National Debt Relief enough.
Find out if you're eligible today. Click the link on this video and answer a few short questions. Be sure to apply before next Friday. Go ahead and click that link. You'll be glad you did.
CNN calls it odd looking. Do you want to play this clip?
Thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured.
Thanks to you.
Tom.
That's not it. Yeah, a lot has been talked. There's been a lot said about this. I don't know. I see what people are saying. I see what he's saying. Okay, he puts it right on his heart and goes out. And then he also says, "My heart goes out to you." So I don't know what was in his head, but I see how people were talking about it, but I don't know. I don't know if I can draw the conclusion. And I think it looks a little weird, but I have a tough time with a hard conclusion.
Adam.
Well, look, Elon, there's so many good things I can say about Elon. Smart, intelligent, witty, the richest man in the world. You talk about golf scores all the time.
Yeah.
If you played Madden, he's, a 99 on wealth, 100 on wealth, 99 on strength, speed, agility, all that. Listen, Elon, public speaking maybe isn't your thing. Stand-up comedy maybe isn't your thing. So if he paid just a little bit more attention, maybe preparation before going on stage, he would sort of avoid any gaffes. Now, he literally did and I go, whoa, what was that? Now, as a Jewish person, let me help you guys out there. He's not a Nazi. He doesn't go to Nazi rallies. He's not a fan of Adolf Hitler. Stop it. I can already see the ridiculous media attacking this guy. Here it is. Reuters, Elon Musk's hand gesture during Trump interview festivities draws scrutiny. The guy was talking about space. I'm sure it looked awkward. I'm sure it looked weird. I'm sure if he had a chance to do it all over again, he probably wouldn't go out throw a cell out there to the atmosphere. He's more interested in going to Mars. So he's going to sustain this attack. But on behalf of the Jewish community, relax. The guy's on the good team. He's on Team America. He wants the good guys to win.
Vinny.
Sustain this attack. He's going to be just fine.
For all the people out there, yeah, great point, because if you're playing the Hitler, Nazi, whatever, just shut up. Just shut up. First of all, the guy's autistic. He has Asperger's. This guy has never been in the limelight. He's done interviews, which he's freaking amazing. He will put your lights out, and he did it to that BBC reporter. Like, I don't think he never thought in a million years this guy would be. Remember the last rally he went to where he was jumping? He's so excited. I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with people that have Asperger's or they have these conditions. They have autism. I have family members that do. I have friends that do. They don't go in front of crowds. They don't do this type of stuff. The guy's genuinely excited. He's telling his heart is going out to them. He's in the moment. He's not sitting thinking about it. He's not planning it. So for people to try to do it, by the way, this story will be dead after tomorrow. Nobody gives a damn about it. This guy has bigger plans. He has bigger missions. Did it look bad? Yeah, for people that were kind of looking to say, oh, hey, Hitler, which, I mean, how many more Hitler jokes and Charlie Kirk just walked by? Charlie, we love you. So yeah, I think it's people that are searching and they're looking for something. And like they always say about there's no there.
Rob, can you do me a favor? We have two things I just sent you. Play the one with Kamala Harris with Elon Musk for the audience to see. Go ahead and play this one if you could. Go for it.
Because we're not going back. We're not going back.
Is it the hand gesture pointing it? Okay, and then go to the other picture. Go to the other picture, and you look at this one here. Obama. I don't even know why they put Colbert there. You got Trump. You got Musk. You got Hillary with the old real estate haircut. You got Elizabeth Warren. And who is the bottom right? I can't see the bottom right. Is that Joe Biden?
Bottom right's Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Above that, Laura Ingraham.
Well, Laura.
Let's see what else. Ooh, Trump launches vicious. Bro, this guy is bullshit. Am I subscribed to this guy? Nope. Okay. Good. That guy is bullshit. It's a good story right here. 3K pallet giveaway with Chris. Well, try to check it out. Try to check it out. Nah, it's bullshit. Right, some bullshit. Ain't nobody giving shit out for free because you're on some bullshit. You're probably gonna give it to your bullshit ass friend. Let's finish this video. It's a good video.
Explaining complex topics can be challenging. Highlight the text you want to simplify and let Grammarly rewrite it. Grammarly makes your
What's the most bizarre arrest encounter you've had on the job?
People being in a car naked, getting pulled over. I was in narcotics and vice for the longest time, and this is going back about 10 years ago. I go make a drug purchase. I think it was oxycodone at the time. Bought trafficking him out from an individual. He ends up getting arrested. Goes through the process. Gets in trouble. Gets sentenced to prison. Goes to prison for a year or two. Gets out. The day that he gets out, I'm still in my undercover mode. Just different places. We cross paths at a gathering at another event, and he's there selling again. Well, he recognizes me, and he goes, "Hey, you're that motherfucker that put me away." So there's no backup. There's no, if you're really undercover, you're really undercover. So I said, "Hey, man, my bad. The cops pulled me over on the way here, and I didn't know you at the time. So I figured if I gave them somebody, they'd let off me, and they did. So my bad. I won't do you like that again." So he was thinking in his head, like, I would do the same thing. He's like, "Oh, shit, makes sense." He goes, "All right." He sold to me again right there on the spot. And then obviously he's in prison again. But
so anybody who's been selling dope is hiding. They know we're coming for them. So we'll be right back out at it tomorrow.
Oh man, that's pretty much.
How are you?
the SWAT week this week.
What are you guys training for in particular now?
The basics of this training is from a source, Cadre Consultants. They're out of Broward. Ultimately, this is going to lead into CQC training.
Close quarter combat.
Yeah.
Now he's in charge of the SWAT team. He makes sure that every one of our deputies are dead accurate shots, as you could see. He makes sure that our training, their training is top tier level. Make sure they have all the equipment they need to succeed the missions. He's directly responsible for every one of the SWAT team members. And again, it's a heavy burden to take on. To know that you're instructing and you're giving the team and the guidance to officers that have to wear ballistic material to go in there and get the people that don't want to be caught.
What's the biggest thing you want to accomplish in the county?
Probably just see some of the crime reduced. Some of the shootings. Fort Pierce has seen a lot of shootings. Maybe get in there and try to reduce some of the violence.
It's certainly a very high-risk job. What's something you think the average person back home might not know about your profession that you could tell them?
When they see all these guys with all this equipment on, sometimes they have a tendency to forget that there's a human being with a family, with kids, with loved ones that goes out and does this job every day. And just to kind of remember, they're not just machines, they're not robots.
How has it felt in the last 4 years, especially since the George Floyd incident? Policing has been really, people have just shit on it in America.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have.
We're not having those issues here because, we've always engaged with the community. Our previous Sheriff Ken Mascara, was in office for 23 years. His biggest focus was on community engagement and being personable, being tailorable. My cell number is out there to any one of our residents.
Really?
And I would say the pendulum's starting to go back the other way, where the public wants more cops in their community and wants them to, take action against all this crime.
Treat everybody with respect and show them that just because there's one bad apple in the bunch, the whole bunch isn't ruined.
How often when you guys are doing a raid, let's say you're raiding someone for fentanyl, how often does a shootout actually occur?
He's right there. Come out! Come out now! Come out! Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Move! Move! I don't care! Move!
Shield up.
Coming out, Mikey. Small room.
We'll clear this side of the house.
We surround the house. We make our presence known. We use the presence of marked units and verbal de-escalation. We give the commands. We ask them to come outside. They 9 times out of 10 realize that we're not going anywhere. It is in fact a search warrant. We have a legal reason to be there, and generally they'll come out realizing that, look, there's a show of force. We're going to end up coming in anyway. It's inevitable. So we usually get the intended result with the least use of force possible.
Tonight we're taking part in a multi-agency enhanced traffic enforcement operation. Some of the detectives stopped the vehicle for some traffic violations, and they transmitted that they've recovered a large amount of narcotics. We're going to head that way and see if we could help with anything. There it is. It's inconspicuous. It's the shape of the kilo. We hadn't had it cut and open yet to check it, but the dog alerted to it. They said the item was initially concealed underneath it in there. So we're going to contact our crime scene unit, have them come out, process it. It's a fairly large amount of narcotics from what we're seeing at this point right now. There's one. And there's the kilo of cocaine.
What are the most common things some police departments are doing to drop the ball right now?
But when it comes down to, law enforcement, when it comes down to, fixing problems, it's very simple. Just you got to go right back to the basics. We've been a community, or we've been, people have been on the earth for many, many years, and then we evolve. But you can only evolve so far. Evil's evil. People are going to commit crime. You have to just face it straight on, and then use what you have within your means. Budget plays a big role in it. Not every agency has the budget to, have the real-time crime center, to have LPR cameras that only assist our deputies with going out there and locking people up.
We're here at the Sheriff Aviation Unit. This madman's gonna take us up in the sky when there's an impending storm. I'm not exactly thrilled about it, but you bought the ticket, you take the ride. So on a risk scale, going up.
He's nervous.
I can't determine that until we actually see what's coming.
Until we fly, right? Fly until you can't fly. You ready?
Who's going?
Probably the 3 of us. That's all right.
Best of luck, guys.
His name is Schoner.
Sergeant Schoner. Yep.
He doesn't seem very excited right now, and he's
Well, they're real serious, because they take
real
their,
serious.
Yeah.
Is smiling a crime in this jurisdiction?
No.
This is one way to spin the block, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely bend the block with this one, right?
You slid, Jet. You slid, Jet.
You slid, Jet.
Have the real time.
I missed it.
But you bought the ticket,
What's
you take the
happening?
ride.
He's nervous.
I can't determine that until we actually see what's coming.
Until we fly, right? Fly until you can't fly. You ready?
Who's going?
Probably the 3 of us. That's all right.
Best of luck, guys.
His name is Schoner.
Sergeant Schoner.
Oh,
He doesn't seem very excited right now, and he's
Well, they're real serious, because they
he's
take
real
their,
serious.
Yeah.
Is smiling a crime in this jurisdiction?
No.
This is one way to spin the block, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely bend the block with this one, right?
You slid, Jet. You slid, Jet.
Who? I slid?
You slid, Jet. If we do spot a child predator as we're flying, are we allowed to just shoot out of their window and try and get them?
No, can't do that.
Is that where we deploy the dogs and the tactical team?
I would radio down, but I don't think we're going to be able to see any predators from the sky.
Is it on your dream list to arrest P. Diddy?
No.
So is this going to be a no-joke flight?
Yeah. Well, you got to remember, we're going to be flying, in the air. There are a lot of instruments. This is probably one of our most. Look how clean the floor is. Very, very dangerous. and serious flight.
Helicopters are a very important tool in crime fighting and public safety. For safety, a bird in the sky can help locate someone in the ocean that has had a boating accident, and for crime, it can help with things like smugglers using boats and high-speed car chases. Any car thief with enough experience will tell you that a helicopter adds another dimension of difficulty to getting away from the authorities.
It's simple. You can take whatever job comes along, or you can train for the career you really
Well, that was actually pretty damn smooth. I enjoyed that. I'm glad we did it.
No, absolutely. How are we doing in booking? Do we have any movements? Or is it busy or? I'm pulling up to the Sally Port. If you want to let us in, we're going to come into the Sally Port. If you just want to meet us out there, we've got upwards of 40 deputies on shift out here. I mean, it's one of the largest moving pieces, because we're entrusted to keep our community safe. What's happening, buddy? Good. This is our intake area. When they get brought in, they get placed up here. They get searched. They make sure they have nothing in here.
Come on in here. This is where we do what we call the pat down area, or to make sure no one has any weapons or drugs or anything like that before entering the secure area of the facility. All their property is taken from them at this point. Your misdemeanor and light felons in male will get blue uniform. You can see the orange over on the other side if they are a violent inmate or they have a violent past.
They have a database that we do that we get a thumbprint from them, and it kind of puts a light, not an AFIS, but not a 100% fingerprint match, but it's our own little database because our deputies do have fingerprint readers on the street. So in the event that a deputy encounters somebody and they don't have ID or they don't want to be cooperative, we're able to use a small device to get a fingerprint. If they've ever been arrested before, it'll give us a close match to them. So it'll at least give us a roll. Now, this is our holding. Usually we'll keep people separate. If we have males and females, we'll keep females in one, males in another. So when they come into here, this is an X-ray machine that they're able to do a body scan on to see if there's anything on them, anything hidden in their cavities.
Check them in the rectum, they say.
Well, I'm not sure if that's the terminology they use, but this would be the device that does the body scan, and it would be able to determine if there's something there hidden. Sometimes when people come into the facility, they're not necessarily drunk, but just out of control or violent or wanting to fight or lash out.
It would suck to have to get strapped onto this.
It does. No, I think it would as well. But again, it's designed, to prevent somebody from hurting themselves, whether they're here, they're banging their head on the wall. But once they're in this, they're put on camera, they're on constant surveillance.
Who makes money from the bonds? The bond company?
Yeah, I think it would be the bond company.
But you don't see any of that?
No, I wish. It would definitely help, but we don't get no money from tickets, despite what people think. We don't get any money from bondsmen, when they process it. So this is our processing area. This is Sergeant Lamb.
How you doing? I'm Tom.
This is where they would take their photos, they'd fingerprint them, they'd put a band, wristband on them, and then when they're going to call their bondsman or make a phone call, here's the holding cell. You have the phone call. So this is where they'd call home. They've got a list of different bondsmen. They'd make their free call from here.
So 10 dudes could be in here, and they all share one toilet?
20 or 30 dudes in here.
And they all share one toilet?
Yeah.
You have to just, hey guys.
Sorry. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's amazing that jail or prison isn't more of a deterrent. I can't imagine spending more than an hour here and being like, okay, I'm never doing anything again. That'll get me here.
Well, if somebody out there is homeless and they don't have the means to have their house or food or whatever or warmth, when are they going to come here? They're going to come here during the winter times.
Of course, so I totally get it for a homeless person. This is a great option if you're homeless. But for the other guys, what do you think makes someone a habitual offender? Why do you think this isn't bad enough to not want to repeat?
Really not much more than we can attribute it to that. It's just how they're raised. We do have programs here to hopefully get them out of that. But some of them are just going to keep coming back and forth.
Does that blow your mind a little bit, though?
It did when I first started. Been here almost 18 years. I'm kind of mood to it at this point. So it doesn't really affect me anymore.
You know, on the flip though, look how clean this place is. I mean, who wouldn't want to come to Pearson's penthouse? It's pretty
I
clean.
don't want to come here.
Yeah, oh, come on.
Thank
So
you.
I think they had 4 bag lunches for us. This is our lunch. We haven't been busy.
Thank you. This is a typical jail meal.
When they go out, yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh, 2 sandwiches. Oh,
turkey.
This actually doesn't look so bad.
No, it doesn't.
Give a close up. I don't know what kind of
Oh, you got a nice thick slice. Look at that. You got a thick old slice.
Look at the pattern of the meat.
All right, 1 bite. Everyone knows the rule. What do you grade that turkey sandwich?
1, they actually have a real thick piece of turkey. If this was an airport, it'd be like, a fraction of this. Which as far as jail food goes, this is pretty good.
Good. I'm glad that our culinary department is up to par.
I can already tell how it tastes.
Oh, how does it taste? Tell us.
Bread and turkey.
Like a sandwich that you just had some cold cuts that Boris had, right?
Like it's really good bread. Like
The bread
I
makes
thought
the
the bread
sandwich.
was gonna be more tough or like more kind of stale.
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief. Minimum payments could literally keep you in debt for decades. $10,000 in debt can take anywhere from 14 to 26 years.
While it's important for Keith to be tough on crime, he is also passionate about building opportunities for the community. Here's a gym that his father started in his time as an officer, and Keith has kept going while he's worn the badge.
This is our way that we give kids in the community to have a place to come to. This is 100% volunteer base. So everyone that comes in here.
So this is provided by the department.
The sheriff's office sponsors it, but it's totally funded from the community. The building's owned outright by the nonprofit. It's a police athletic league, and we were talking a little bit earlier about giving kids options and opportunity. This is a vessel to do that. So 1994, we saw that a lot of kids in our community didn't have the parents, didn't have the mentorship, didn't have the guidance. So we brought a police athletic league here to our community to give kids the key word opportunity. We've sent kids to the kids from our community. We've sent to the Olympics with the traits and characteristics that they build. So we're taking action. We're putting programs in place. It's free to the kids there.
So what you're starting to hit on that I think is really important is the community policing aspect.
You have to be a part of your community to effectively police your community. If you're just running off of policies and not changing with the community, not engaging with the community, then that's all you're going to be. The community's not going to have trust in you because you're only going to be there when there's problems. We focus on combat sports because if you do team sports, think of this for a second. There's football practice. Your parents just got into a fight or someone just got arrested or there's an alcohol substance abuse and you missed practice. Now you're letting the team down. When you come back, what happens? You get benched. You get benched for no other reason that you missed practice for things out of your control. So doing combat sports, boxing, wrestling, karate, it's you against you. So if they come and they miss a week, when they come back, they could pick up right where they left off.
And the self-confidence to be able to defend yourself.
You're pissed off at the world. You come in here, 9 out of 10 times, these kids never even make it to the ring. But they'll go back to one of those punching bags there and they'll let go of that frustration.
Yeah.
I'm trying to expand and do other.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay. How hard is it to recruit your friends to come train here?
My friends not really so hard. It depends. It depends if you know somebody that's motivated or very dedicated. If you surround yourself with people that are driven, it's not really so hard.
The organization's been here since 1994. So there's generations of people who've come here for just that opportunity to come out and go to different events. And we're not a typical gym. When you go away on an event, what does it cost you? We pay for the transport, we pay for the house, the hotels. We set them up there. We've got great mentors that are here. Nobody here gets paid. This is 100% volunteer based. It's for the community, by the community.
2025. What's on your list to knock out of the park?
Well, we just want to secure our borders. We're 60 miles away from the Bahamas. And what happens is, when the border in Texas tightens up, we have vessels that come over. So we have those that want to enter our country illegally. And when they come over illegally, this isn't humanitarian. This isn't families. Most of them have criminal backgrounds and they're bringing kilos of fentanyl, kilos of cocaine, weapons, things to harm our citizens.
Most of the people you encounter crossing the border have criminal backgrounds.
Yes, sir. You know what? I'm reflecting back on that question that you asked me earlier. Well, what's the goals for 2025? America first. We're going to put America first. We're going to put our American citizens first. We're going to put our border first. We're going to put the lives affected by the poison fentanyl coming into our communities first.
Folks, this was an inside look into the wildest sheriff in Florida. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'll see you next week. Peace. And guys, one final reminder to take advantage of what a time.
No. Trying to fix the comment section. So yeah, comment. See, but the comment section's not there. So I'm trying to fix that. Let's see. Let me look for it now. Go. Yeah, we saw that. Hasbullah. Oh, as man. Bully. I wonder if I can listen to this. Let's try listening to it.
Chamberlain, he's got it.
Oh yeah. Hey yo, is that Mexican OT? I'm gonna lean with it, rock with it, rock with it, rock with it, lean with it. I'm get off the block and I get mean with it. I'll be off the block, not a whole team with it. I'm gonna rock with it, lean with it, lean with it, rock with it. We start with a Glock and it got drop with it. Through the gun, let my bitch when I put a cock in it. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, lean around with a Glock, lean around with a chop. I ain't had shit, now I got me a lot. Tweak every time, so don't get me pissed off. Big ass link, bitch, I'm a big dog. Swinging the bin and I'm swerving the vet. I'm in the H, but I still chase a check. You hang with the goofies, I hang with the threats. Counting the money, I'm making a mess. She gon' fuck me in the gang too. I ain't finna fly, bitch, Cancun. Get them plucked, I'll show you what a bag do. I done post on my juice, bitch, I can't move. Cause I love it, baby. I don't thump through dubs, I thump through hundreds, baby. Tryna run point on me then. Bitch, you fucking crazy.
I'm gon' lean with it, rock with it, rock with it, rock with it, lean with it. I'm get off the block and I get mean with it. I'll be off the block, not a whole team with it. I'm gon' rock with it, lean with it, lean with it, rock with it. We start with a Glock and it got drop with it. Through the gun, let my bitch when I put a cock in it. Hey, 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 lean, selling racks in the penthouse, just put a 3 in a pound. In the SRT with an ARP, 10 they dug a police and SWAT. In the beat, they block 16's gon' 9. This brand new land don't need no truck. Hop out that fan, please don't park the bin. Walk up and squeeze my fry. I would up and get rest, you kidding. All my haters are bro, just a niggas. All my hitters are 50, my clothes are Vinci. My niggas on Water Pacific. And I'm counting up chicken and Maybach benches. You play, get left with the fishes. Got me 12 on my engine, my bitch is walking on inches. Got part of my lenses. Got birds that live for the wholesale. Got pop trying to slide, nigga, oh well. Nigga bed for smoke, nigga fuck nigga crop. I bring shit straight to your dough bill. I spin that wild, tip on right out. Little nigga, I ain't sitting in no jail. Little bitch, I'm a done, got shoes with guns. Hanging on a Louis Vuitton coattail. I'm gon' lean with it, rock with it, rock with it, rock with it, lean with it. I'm get off the block and I get mean with it. I'll be off the block, not a whole team with it. I'm gon' rock with it, lean with it, lean with it, rock with it. We start with a Glock and it got drop with it. Through the gun, let my bitch when I put a cock in it. Hey, 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 that 979 circle through the service side. Nigga remember can't hack right like a samurai. Had a quarter of my surprise, hit him right between his eyes. I get his ass fried, put the shit on the guy. I be feeling like putting on a football field. I'ma call me a blitz and I have my rush. Let's run it. Hold the bitch ass in his damn daily budget. I'ma spit like a country boy spit in the bucket. Hit him up like it was duck hunting season. Like a deer headlights, I'm a buff for no reason. I be taking these halos and riding the demon. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Yeah, I'ma call it the boy. She carry my semen. It's a cold, I'ma knock out his beanie. I'm all on the map like I'm Minky and Pinky. Camera on that DTS, I'm coming out the country, bitch. Host start calling my phone, I told y'all ass I'm out here hustling, bitch. Shut the fuck up with that fussing and shit. Take your receipt and then have you receipt. I told you if you wanna find another man, go ahead and find him, cause I'm coming from the gutter, little bitch. I'm gon' lean with it, rock with it, rock with it, rock with it, lean with it. I'll get up the block and I get mean with it. I'll be off the block, not a whole team with it. I'm gon' rock with it, lean with it, lean with it, rock with it. You start with a Glock and they got drop with it. Do the gun, let my bitch when I put a cock in it. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey.
Go. I was hot. Think about this music. Beat be hard, but the lyrics be trash. That's what it is with these fucking music. Alrighty. Oh, that's fucking taken care of. Stomach is fucking up, bro. Now, you guys good? Yes, chat is disabled for this live. Why? Why is it disabled? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna end the stream and we're gonna redo it. And do this.